Okay, let's discuss about ledger agent in 2026B. We got this feature from GL side. So the use of ledger agent, how it is going to work, and what is the business case that we are going to discuss now. So this ledger agent basically useful to check the balances instantly, without running the inquiry of GL. You no need to go to that GL inquiry, no need to give the total combination and all to check the values available. So we can use this ledger agent. Okay, by using this ledger agent, we can ad hocly we can query the details of GL balances. Okay, so and we can check if any exceptions and all for periodic closing, and if any journal entries posted for last say I need journal entries posted for last 15 days. So I no need to go to the managed journals and no need to query and all. You can just give some AI prompt. It will give you the total details of your journal. So that way, that kind of easy way we are getting from through ledger agent. So we can get the early issue detections and faster ad hoc analysis, right? Higher data quality. So, and we can go to the subledger deep dive by using drill downs, right? We can go with secure by design and continuous visibility. So these are all the business benefits by using the ledger agent. Okay. And to enable this ledger agent in the 26B, okay, so we need to assign two roles. Okay, so those two roles are like ledger inquiry assistant, ledger inquiry assistant. So go to tools, query your user account by click on security console. Query your user and open your user account and click on edit and assign the role called ledger inquiry assistant. So we have already assigned the ledger inquiry assistant to this Inspire user. So we no need to assign again. Okay, ledger inquiry assistant role is already there. It is enabled. And we have to assign one more role. We have to create a custom role. Okay, I have created this GL underscore finance. This custom role should have the duty roles related to this assistant, GL assistant. Let me show you that GL finance. This is a custom role I created. Let me query that role and show you. So total two roles we have to assign, and one is standard role, another one is custom role. Standard role name is ledger inquiry assistant. Custom role name, you can add the role name. So what are the privileges required? I'm going to show you. So here you can see under basic information, under basic information, role category is important, financials and discretionary roles. Okay. Discretionary roles, that is a role category you need to use. And directly you go to role hierarchy. And segregation of duties, right? So under role hierarchy, you can see roles and permission groups. So here you can see roles and permission groups. Here you need to add a ledger assistant inquiry duty. Okay. And a ledger assistant monitoring prompting assistant duty and ledger inquiry assistant. So these are all you need to assign. Okay. Under segregation of duties. So that way it will automatically inherit all these roles. So by assigning those two roles, these ledger assistant general ledger inquiry duty, ledger monitoring prompting administrative duty, and accounts payable inquiry and assistant receivable inquiry, all these roles will get automatically assigned. Then click on next and save and close. So These two roles are required to have the ledger agent, okay, for your profile. So one is ledger inquiry assistant, another one is custom role you need to create by adding these privileges like ledger assistant, assets inquiry duty, ledger assistant monitoring, prompting, administrative duty, and the remaining roles will inherit it like ledger assistant payable inquiry duty, ledger assistant receivable inquiry duty. Okay. So two roles are added now. Now let's go to click on home and see how we can, and we have to provide data access also for your ledgers. So whatever the ledger access you have for these two rows, those related data only we can get prompt through this ledger agent. So click on the ledger agent tab in the navigator bar. Click on the ledger agent in the navigator bar. Then click on the ledger agent app tile to open the workspace. Then here it is showing, right? Ask ledger agent. You can type your, details here. You can prompt your details like results you can get for the ad hoc analysis, or you can post any question, right? Accordingly, it will get like, see the examples already show account balances in the entity for the period, for the particular entity balance for the particular period I want to see, so that I can use this question, or I want to get a complete period activity for particular account for the particular entity for period 1 and period 2. So like that you can ask the questions. So you can use simple English language. It will give you exact result based on the data access set. You no need to go to manage journals, or you no need to go to the journal inquiry and all. You just come to here at ledger agent. You can type in a simple English language. You will get the balances. And you can see these are the prompting questions. You can manage your own prompts as well in the insights. So we have an option called monitoring prompts as well. Monitoring prompts. So by using this ledger monitoring prompts, you can create your own prompts as well. So you can see the enabled, disabled, and priorities, right? And frequency also you can set. So once you define and set the frequency, automatically balances will show. So that kind of, see, there is no monitoring prompt found since you have not defined anything. So you can use this plus icon and create a prompt. So these are the existing prompts. Suppose I want to get an unposted journal entries total 150 less than K. So the frequency, how you want to see that frequency, you can set daily you want to see, or hourly basis you want to see the data, or weekly basis, or monthly basis, quarterly basis, or yearly basis. That frequency accordingly as per your client need, we can set it up. And time frame also, and priority also. What is the priority of these frequencies, right? So based on that, we can set it up. And category, operational variances, process exceptions. Month end exceptions we usually select as a process exceptions. Daily related, operational related. Daily data you want to check. Variance only reconciliation purpose variance we can use. So like this, you can create your own prompts as well for the monitoring purpose. So this is how we can manage these ledger monitoring prompts, and this ledger agent we can use for checking all your ledger balances. And we can query the root cause explanations for exceptions. We can use natural language for get the prompting language to get the data as per ledger agent.